What up, Modern Menace? Hope everybody's having a good day. So we're going to take a look at the pinnacle of masculinity. I mean, the most alpha of alpha males. Tough guy, tampon Tim Walz. He's just come out and said that he wants to fight MAGA because they made him feel insecure because they said he is possibly allegedly gay and he's not masculine at all. And so he's really upset at MAGA and wants to fight MAGA and WWE. So let's just take a look and see if there's any truth to these claims. You know, he's so tough.
Well, Vice Presidential nominee Tim Walz doesn't exactly exude alpha male energy, and his weekend hunting trip hasn't helped.
No, Walz looked more like Elmer Fudd than a real shooter, which, let's be honest, is probably a good thing based on this vision.
Quite theory, and it never fits quite right. Never fits quite right. Just not quite right. How do you give it back?
Governor, what kind of gun is it?
This is a Beretta A400. I bought it when I was shooting a lot of trap because it has a patented thing to pick off.
I'm sure you did. So Caroline Levitt was asked about Tampon Boy today, and let's see what she had to say.
National Energy Dominance Council, and it's ultimately the president's goal. And this administration is working hard on it every single day to increase our energy production right here in the United States of America, to have it trump energy boom like we saw in our first term, which will not only lead to lower fuel prices here at home, but also lessen the rate of inflation that was created by the previous administration.
One more on Tesla, Caroline. Tim Walz, Governor Walz, saying last night he frequently checks Tesla stock. In doing so, to quote, give me a little boost during the day. How should Americans view politicians who take pride in the downfall of an American car company?
I think that's quite sad, but I think Governor Walz unfortunately is living a sad existence after his devastating defeat on November 5th. Great.
Beta male!
Question?
Beta!
All right, so this is what
I'm gonna have to give you the beta song. That's a beta male, not an alpha male. Beta male, yes. Beta male, you a beta male? Beta male, not an alpha male. What a shame. Mommy's boy.
Not trusting us. What's your take? I mean, what are you hearing when you hear this? Why are people not trusting the message we were delivering? Because I keep coming back to this.
Because you suck.
We needed to have immigration reform to control
beta.
our borders, and you can do that with humanity. Donald Trump just said they're invading our country and they're eating dogs and cats, and he got more votes. Have they figured it out that the identity piece of this is more important than the actual substance behind it?
Well, they've been doing it for decades. I mean, we've saw the welfare queens. They've seen the Southern strategy. We've seen it over and over. It's an old playbook, and we're as dumb as we want to be that we allow them to do this with CRT and ESG and DEI and every three-letter word.
And then they demonize people.
You
demonize,
created
they
all
weaponize grievance. They other people. They talk down to people, past people.
That's
They
all you
humiliate
do.
people. They weaponize difficult issues. But the bottom line is, and I think it goes back to what we began with, is
that is all Democrats do, is talk down to everyone. We're so educated. We're so much more educated than everybody else. They're just not educated enough to understand why. They're being brainwashed. They're a cult. That's all you guys do. That's it. You don't even know how to talk to human beings. You're fucking lizard man over here. This guy actually trying to connect with people is just absolutely insane to me. Like, dude. And this fucking retard. Look at this guy. This guy is a Richard Simmons impersonator, and this is supposed to be the pinnacle of masculinity to the left.
applaud you for this, is we cannot continue to be on the defense reacting to this. We've got to go on the offense. We got to meet people where they are. But I also think this, and this is where, this is part of the conversation I'm trying to have, is you got to respect people you disagree with, even, and you can't just dismiss people. This notion
How do you fight it?
And well, this
I
notion
think
of
I could kick most of their ass. I do think that. If they want to do that, I know I don't run them. But I don't know if we're going to fall into that place where we want to. Okay, we challenge you to a WWE fight here type of thing.
Imagine this dude in a tampon costume, a WWE tampon costume, like misogynist Mickey. Is that what his name would be? Like, or a tampon Tim, the misogynist nightmare. What the fuck?
It's a natural reaction. I think the reasons we're losing
Men, by the way, here.
Counter it with.
Now they're going to talk about how they are losing men because men don't want to look feminine like them.
It's a natural reaction. I think it's one of the reasons we're losing so many men. And again, it's multi-ethnic. It's not just white men. We're losing,
and nobody wants
them to these guys online. We're losing them people that I'm bringing on this podcast as well. That's why I brought.
These are bad guys, though.
They're bad guys.
They're
bad guys.
But they exist, and we could deny they exist. They exist. Not only they exist, they persist, and they're actually influencing young kids every single day.
How do we push some of those guys back under a rock?
I think we have to first understand what their motivations are. I think we have to understand what they're actually doing. And
you don't
I think that's
it's racism and misogyny?
I think there's a lot of that, but I don't think it's exclusively that. When you talk to a guy like Steve Bannon, he talks about working folks, and he talks about how we hollowed out the industrial core of this country.
But
I understand that. But so we can dismiss the notion of election.
A white guy claiming that white people are being racist to him. I thought that couldn't happen. I thought the left said that doesn't exist. So what's he crying about?
And we could completely dismiss what he did on January 6th, but I don't think you can dismiss.
That's all you have.
What he's saying reminds me a lot of what Bernie Sanders was saying. Reminds me a lot of what Democrats said 20, 30 years ago.
All right, man, that's it, dude. I don't know what these guys are thinking or what they're smoking. You know, Gavin's smoking some shit up there, some reptile weed. But Tim Walz, man, he just has too many butt plugs or tampon plugs up his butt right now. He has thinking that he can fight MAGA. Like, the first person he sees that's MAGA is going to challenge him now because he says they're so fucking dumb, man, that they say this retarded shit. And then they're going to get called out because you just threaten somebody, basically. Like, I could kick their ass. You just challenged some, and people on the internet are gonna see that, and they're gonna want to challenge you when they see you. Like, I don't understand why these guys don't understand. When you're talking about violence, people are gonna see that as an open invitation or whatever, man. Modern Menace. Leave a comment. Late.